This episode is part of our Australian India Pale Ale series. Today's beer is Margaret River Brewhouse Inside Out IPA. Hello from Beer Australia Reviews, and today we will be sampling, tasting and reviewing a special edition IPA beer from Margaret River. Now this is a single hop IPA, so they've only used one type of hop as they've made this one. It comes from the Margaret River Brewhouse and it's called Inside Out. It's a special edition one. They only make a small batch of this one. Once it's gone, it's gone. This type of hop, called Strata, originated in Oregon, USA about 12 years ago, and apparently it should give some tropical fruit notes. The Margaret River Brewhouse is actually the closest of the microbreweries and brew pubs to the centre of Margaret River itself, and it's the only one that's actually open of an evening, only because it's within walking distance of the town centre. You just go over the bridge and you're just about there, and it's a nice place to go and visit. They do a big tasting paddle. I think about 12 beers on a tasting paddle you can get. Don't quote me, it might only be 10, but the beers themselves are very carefully made. I particularly like the Margaret River Brewhouse Pale Ale. It's one of my favourites from the region. But this is the first time I've had one of their special edition beers, and I can't remember the last time I had a beer that was specified as having just a single hop, so should be a good one to taste. Now, from the website it says it's got a resinous hop character, persistent aromas of passion fruit, stone fruit and sweet gummy berry. Well, we'll see if we get any stone fruit. I don't often get stone fruits, although I have had a couple of beers where you've had a bit of apricot in there, and also lasting flavours of bitter melon, grapefruit and refreshing herbal characteristics. So now the other Margaret River Brewhouse beers that I've had have been quite good, so let's give it a try. Deep amber colour, small bubbles. Oh, the aromas are coming through already. I think, just from the aromas, I think we've got a hit here without even tasting the thing. Now, I'm not quite sure. This one is described on the website as being a West Coast IPA, which means that it should be a clear one, although it's definitely a cloudy beer. We can see. So we definitely do have some cloudiness in this one. Now let's see what sort of aromas we can get from this one. So what are we looking for? Tropical fruits, passion fruit, stone fruits, gummy berry. I don't know what a gummy berry is. There's definitely some aromas in there. Are we getting stone fruit and passion fruit? There's a bit of tropical fruit in there, but it's not hitting me with any of the things that they're saying so far. So passion fruit, stone fruit, gummy berry, not yet. Bitter melon, grapefruit and herbal characteristics. That's more on the taste though, the grapefruit and the herbal characteristics. Oh, that's bitter. It's bitter and it's cooling on the tongue. Doesn't have a lot of tang or fizz on the tongue. It's quite a still beer. Not getting that much of an aroma from the thing, so I don't know whether or not it was a good idea to use just a single strata type of hop in this one. Oh, there's a lot of bitterness, and there's a lot of malt in this one. The difference between a pale ale and an IPA is two things: the amount of extra malt that they put in there to make it a stronger beer, and also the amount of extra hops that they add in, mainly as a preservative. Remember, an IPA beer originally had to be transported from England across to India around Africa, so they had to make a beer that was stronger in alcohol and had additional preservatives with extra hops in there just to make the trip. Well, I'm not getting that many of the tropical fruits on this one. It's a sweety maltness. Even though it hits you with a lot of bitterness, the malt itself is coming across as very sweet. It's quite a thick beer, quite a syrupy sort of feel in the mouth on this one. Not very aromatic. Let me see. Passion fruit, stone fruit. Hold on. No, I'm not getting any sort of floral aromas on this one. I'm not getting passion fruit. I'm not getting any stone fruits. There's no apricots in this one. Rich copper-hued base, 6.5% ABV, and lasting flavours of bitter melon, grapefruit, and refreshing herbal characteristics. Well, there's definitely some bitter melon in there, and there's not that much grapefruit. It's not an overly flowery beer, it's not an overly aromatic beer. The biggest hit on this one is just that thick malt sweetness, and as well as the bitterness as it hits the back of your mouth. Let me give this one another try, see if we can get any of these fruity things. I'm getting the thick malts, the syrupy malts, and the overall bitterness. Now, it's an excellent beer. You can taste the care that's gone into this one. It's definitely a beer that I would have again. It just doesn't give me the fruity notes what I was expecting from this strata hop. Would I recommend a single hop beer going forwards? It's worthwhile having a go. When I was reading about this one and seeing it was a single hop beer, I thought to myself, oh, I wonder is this going to be more distinctive on its own? In the same way that when you get a wine that's with grapes that come from a single vineyard or just even a single field within the vineyard, then it can have more character. And that was what I was expecting in this one. I wouldn't say this is all that much of a characterful beer. It doesn't have that many different layers of flavour. Now, that is probably down to the fact that they have only used a single hop in this one. It's an interesting concept, and I would like to try other beers with a single hop in them, but I think I would probably prefer a more complex flavour. I don't think this is distinctive enough on its own to warrant doing it again in this style. Should they carry on trying single hop beers? Yes, definitely, please do. The more different sorts of beers that we've got, the more things you can try. Sometimes you will hit on the absolute best thing that you've ever done, but yeah, just not in this case. Would I have it again? I definitely would, but going forwards, try a different recipe next time. Now, this one is called Margaret River Brewhouse Inside Out IPA. So it's a special edition single hop West Coast style IPA, although it looks more cloudy to me, looks more New England East Coast. We've still got a few little bubbles in this one. It's not a very sparkling beer. The overall hit is bitterness and a strong malt, not very floral. I'm getting a little bit now of, tiny little bit of tropical fruit, but not a huge hit. So it's not the best of their beers from Margaret River Brewhouse. I would save that accolade for the Margaret River Brewhouse Pale Ale. That's a really good beer. That's my favourite Pale Ale from Margaret River at the present time. But this one, it's interesting. I like it. I would drink it again, and I'm going to finish this one off. So, thanks for watching.